Good afternoon and welcome to Kendal. I'm currently here to show you the property just behind me here, number 24 Appleby Road. From the outside it's quite unassuming, and it's one of those properties that really you do need to get indoors to fully appreciate what it has to offer. And the beauty of this property is that it's had an extension on the rear, so it offers 3 good bedrooms and a nice sized kitchen, diner and a lounge area, plus an extra ensuite facility along with a family bathroom. So I'm going to show you inside the property, but before I do, it's well worth mentioning that at the moment it has been very successfully run through AirBnB and is generating a really good income, but equally would be a superb family home for somebody. So I'm going to take you in just to explain it all, and in the interim I'm going to show you the street scene as well. So here we are outside 24 Appleby Road. So it's on the northeastern side of town, not too far from loads of amenities. Kendal itself is only a short distance. If we look up here, we've got Appleby Road itself, which takes you all the way up to the retail park, which has got Morrison's, Matalan, Aldi and a few other establishments, and not too far away the Sainsbury's also. This road also takes you out to T-Bay and beyond to Kirby Stephen and Brough. If we look down this side, we have got in the background there, you've got your local pub, the Duke of Cumberland, and on foot you're only, like I say, probably about less than maybe 5 minutes from Kendal train station, which links up to Oxenholme and can take you on to Euston and Glasgow. And beyond that, into the town, about 10-minute walk away with all the facilities that it offers. Pubs, shops, restaurants. We've got schools very local. We've got the cricket club just over there, Kendal Cricket Club, and we've got just up the road Queen Catherine Secondary School and primary schools just very close by. Okay, so once inside the property, you'll see how much charm and character this particular property has. You will see lots of original features. The vendor has tried to retain its charm and character from the age of the property, but modernised, so there is things like the central heating in place. There's also double glazing as well. This room is so charming. It's got plenty of space. It's got 2 quite big sofas in here and still lots of space for extra furniture. You'll see that there is a log burner for those slightly cooler nights, and I can imagine that heats up this room really nicely. But we've got the exposed lintel. I imagine this is an original feature as well, which is a nice little storage cupboard that's been stripped back. And again, you know, it's got matching doors as well, which appear to be the original doors, which are lovely, stripped back to their natural wood. And you've got at the front here an aspect across the road on Appleby Road. We've got the lovely staircase, which is an open staircase to this particular room with a little bit of storage over the top of it there. I mean, it's a really charming room. Underfloor heating in here, which is a nice added bonus, so it'll keep it lovely and toasty, but really charming, very elegant room. You can see how this works well as also an Airbnb, because it just has so much comfort in here. It's got everything that you need. The kitchen, shaker style, really traditional, so it matches in with the age of the property, and I think that's what the vendor has done really well here, been very sympathetic to the age of the house. It's got your Belfast sink in, your nice worktop spaces, and it has got room for a 6-seater dining table, which does fit nicely. Again, this room benefits from the underfloor heating as well, and it's a lovely light room. This particular room has an aspect over the rear, but again, it's got the nice mock sash windows in which are double glazed, so again, it's just energy efficient. As we come through the back here, this is where we lead on to an annex, which is really special. There's a little bit of a utility space here, fairly recent boiler there, 2017. And as I say, it's got the heating, the central heating in. This is the access door to the rear, which I'll take you through shortly. And then this just gets better and better. As I say, utility space is here, storage, it's got plumbing for your washer, it's got a tumble dryer above it. And then there's a nice long length picture window here. We're just looking back towards the kitchen space. So if anyone wants to let this alone, this particular room, we are told by the vendor, reached about 7k in generated rentals over a previous year, and it was literally just this room with the ensuite facility, and it worked very, very well for her. And it is pretty much separate from the rest of the property. It's got its own double doors there and a little patio space out the back, which I'll show you. Really nice, quite private, nice limestone wall there. A little bit of garden furniture there for a nice little sit out on a nice warm evening. As I pan round, you'll see how good the size of the room is. And then there's a little surprise in here, which is your wet room. It's been really thought about as this renovation. I mean, the tiles on the walls, very contemporary. The floor tiles, again, a really good quality. And this has the shower in and the vanity wash basin and the toilet. So everything you need to do a rental from this particular granny annex. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be a Airbnb, for example. I mean, as a family home, this works equally well because it's 3 bedrooms. It has got that sort of private area of the house. So if somebody wanted to sort of slightly segregate, whether it be a teenager or, you know, maybe an elderly relative, there is that slight segregation that you can house somebody quite nicely in that area, and they don't feel as if they're an afterthought as such. It's got, as I say, the wet room in there, a really nice size double, but links ideally to all the facilities in the kitchen and the lounge area. This room is really quite special. This is a really nice size room, and as you can see, rather large bed in here with a sofa and some quite robust furniture, but a really gorgeous Victorian fireplace still in situ, and there is some extra storage above the stairs, which is always useful, just on my left here. The aspect out the front from this room, you can see serpentine woods from here. Nice little aspect from there up to the green areas on top of Kendal on the west side. And then we've got some more all-important storage in here as well, which is very useful. So I'll take you back out onto the hallway where we have absolutely stunning bathroom suite. So it not only has the bath in here, but it has got a cubicle shower in the corner, really nice contemporary low-level toilet, and your freestanding sink on your vanity unit there. But the tiles that I'm assured are a Italian glass mosaic tile. So again, the vendor, no expense spared, really luxury finish on this. And then adjacent, we've got what is set up as a twin bedroom. As you can imagine, that probably works quite well with it being the Airbnb setup. But again, as a family house, it could have a double in here, no problem. And again, double glazed windows, which are the mock sash. And it just looks out over the back of the houses, but again, over to part of Benson Knott in the far distance. So there is some nice outlooks from both sides. This bedroom as well also benefits from your Victorian fireplace, which is a lovely focal point. So we're going to just pan round again, and then we'll take you outside to show you the outdoor spaces. So from the rear side door, come into a little courtyard area, and you'll see as we pan round to the rear, you can see the extension that's been put on that creates that granny annex, or as I say, additional bedroom, and pretty little patio area here, which benefits from evening sunshine because it's roughly facing in a southeasterly direction, so it's going to get some nice sunshine in afternoon and evening. It's got some planted borders, so it just adds a bit of colour for when you sat out. And then over the wall here, the all-important off-road parking, so people can gain probably a parking space for a decent sized car just through the rear access lane at the back of this property, which comes off the Sandylands turn-in. If you're as impressed with this property as I am, don't hesitate, come and take a look at it. It really does have an absolutely lovely feel to it. It's so charming, it's been beautifully renovated, everything has been thought about, and it's been done to a really high standard. There is no wonder it's a 5-star property let on AirBnB. It's just exceptional. So whether it's a family home or whether it's an investment, it really is one that you need not miss. Please do give our Kendal office a call and we'll be happy to set up a viewing on 01539 98 98 98.